Check it. Alright guys, what is up? I got another update for you for AMC, GME, and APE. We covered those three stocks in the meme stock basket. Look at what happened today, and I'm going to tell you it's more bullish than you realize. But if you've been following my channel, you already know this was the retest to the patterns that we've seen. Everything is good. So if you follow the TA and if you follow the channel, you know exactly what was going on today, exactly what to look for. And that's why we stick to the facts, the charts, and the data, and don't listen to emotion. So let's go ahead and check out the video and see what we have going on.
We are back with another update with AMC, GME. Alright guys, you are back with another update with Data Zero, and in this video we're going to look at AMC, APE, and GME. And today was more bullish than you can realize. So guys, remember when I talk about those retests all the time, we need to retest these patterns. We can't just break out of these patterns. Well, look what happened. We got the retest. So anytime you break out of these patterns, they need to come up to the upside, break to the downside, retest this level down here, retest it as support, and then bounce off of it. And that is why this is extremely bullish. This is confirming the reversal. This is definitely a bullish confirming reversal, showing us that we are getting a reversal from this bottom of $4, and this is going to be the bottom. We will be heading up from here. So my predictions from here on out are bullish as of now until something tells me otherwise. Everything that I'm looking at is looking extremely bullish for AMC. So remember, I did say in my videos that we would have to retest this $4, $4.50 region, and that's exactly what happened. So guys, things played out exactly how I predicted, exactly how we planned. Now I would hoped for the parabolic action that we would have seen if we got that move pre-market that I wanted to get above $5 or $6. Remember guys, because you watch my videos, you are informed. You are waiting for that $5 to $6 break. It didn't happen. We got rejected from that $5 level, got pushed down, and now we are getting a bullish confirmation down here, getting the bounce off that $4.50 range, $4.30 range, and this top line of support and resistance of this bearish or this bullish reversal that we got out of this pattern here. So things are looking extremely bullish in AMC in my opinion. If we look at the 4 hour, we can see that we have the green MACD, and we have also, if we go ahead and put on the buy signals on the super trend, we have a 4 hour buy signal on the 4 hour. So this is very, very bullish for AMC. As you guys can see, these 4 hour buy signals come with significant run-ups to the upside, so we can see a significant move coming from AMC. Again, if we get above that $5 to $6 level, expect things to get crazy fast. And if you guys remember last week's price action, you guys can see how crazy things can get if we get above that $5 $6 level, and that's exactly why they wanted to keep us under it. If we go ahead and look at GME, GME is looking extremely bullish. GME led the way yesterday when I went ahead and did my live stream, did all of that and let you guys know what was going on. GME led the way with a 48% move at close. So it was about 48% that it made on this candle. Absolutely amazing. And if you look at it, we're getting in this bullish consolidation of what appears to be a falling wedge, which would be bullish. So this breakout would come probably tomorrow, and we're looking for probably a little bit more downward consolidation than a bounce to the upside. But if GME can hold these levels of $23.50, $23, if GME can hold $23.50, $23 around that range, then expect a lot of bullish momentum to come into the stock. And again, keep your eye out for the level of $28 to $30 on GME, because if GME gets above those levels, I expect things to get very, very crazy. So GME is looking extremely bullish on the chart on the daily time frame. As you guys can see, bullish MACD flip, obviously after this amazing move. And if you look at what's going on, we are building out a pattern that could possibly lead to a overall bigger move. As you guys can see, if we get to this top resistance line here, which is a overall huge falling wedge, which could be a massive, massive, massive breakout for GME. So just off the technicals alone, if it were to break this falling wedge that I have charted that GME's price action maintains in and has had multiple touch points, we could see up to the all-time highs for GME very easily. And if GME gets to that price point, there is no telling how high it could actually go. So that is just some bullish things to think about for GME. I know it sounds crazy, but there are fundamentals to back it up. As you guys can see, green weekly MACD, as you guys can see down here. And if we put on the Bollinger Bands, you guys can see that the Bollinger Bands are getting very, very tight. And anytime the Bollinger Bands get tight, that is indication of a large movement. And you can see that we are above the blue medium line on the Bollinger Bands on the weekly time frame. And this is the bigger picture, what you have to look at for those bigger movements. So GME definitely has something coming on the horizon. In my personal opinion, there is definitely a large move for GME coming in the works. So let's go ahead and look at APE and see what's going on with APE. So APE also had a very, very bullish day. Why? Because we got the retest of this huge falling wedge that APE is in. And if you look at APE's technical analysis, we're in this huge falling wedge. Again, if we were to just take the pole for the falling wedge, we can get a price target of about $4 for this. If we take the low from the high, so you go ahead and take the low from the high and go ahead and move that to your breakout point of the falling wedge. And this is just basic technical analysis. Anyone can do this. You guys can see that it puts us at about the $4 range. So I know it sounds crazy. I know it's hard to believe, but I definitely think APE can get above $4. Now, again, this would take several weeks' time. This is not just something that happens over one day, but if we can see bullish momentum to the upside, maybe from GME or AMC, definitely expect APE to take off and get a nice pump to the upside. So these are what I'm looking at for the meme stock baskets. All three stocks are extremely bullish in my opinion. Again, you have to look out for downside just in case, but we are always prepared because I had you guys ready with that $4.50 retest on AMC and the retest for GME in my last update. So let's look at the fundamental data and see what is going on with that. So we did have the Fed rate decision, and they did increase the rates by 25%. And it looks like in the potential future, they might be ready to lower rates around the end of this year, early next year. So that could be extremely bullish for the overall stock market. Now, of course, we do like these high rate decisions or these high rate environments. Why? Because it puts pressure on the banks and makes things break. And not that we want people to get hurt or anything like that, but if the right bank falls, if the right domino falls in the overall global economic picture, then we could see a massive short squeeze for AMC. As crazy as it sounds, I know, but if you do the facts and listen to the research, if the liquidity dries up in the stock market, that's when short squeeze. If the overall net worth of a hedge fund drops and they get margin called and they own shorts on a certain stock, that's when that stock can squeeze. And if there are margin calls, obviously a stock can squeeze. These are all things that could happen because of a market crash. So if the right domino falls, we could definitely see a potential squeeze for AMC stock. Let's go ahead and look at the short interest. So as of an hour ago, they only have 50 shares available to borrow. That is because the cost of borrow rate is going up. It is around 200%, 180%. That puts pressure on the shorts. Why? Because it makes the amount of money that they have to pay to open up new short positions even more. They have to pay 200 or 180%, around that range. That's the average. Or if they hold a current short position yearly, they have to pay more yearly, so annually. So this makes the shorts pay more money, and it costs apes nothing to hold AMC stock and wait for the short squeeze. If you look at the FTDs, they are still piling up. Somehow they were able to get us off the threshold list without covering these FTDs, but these FTDs do have to be bought out of the open market. T plus 35 closeout dates, as you guys can see, they are all listed right here. Take a look for yourself. But anytime we have these large FTD buildups, they normally acquire or they normally are associated with large movement to the the upside. As you guys can see, we had a lot of FTDs build ups here to that run up to $20, and then a large build up to the all-time high when we went to the all-time high. So the FTDs, I think, are a critical aspect of seeing bullish at momentum for AMC, and something that we definitely need to look at. So with the cost to borrow, short interest looking good at 24.39%, and stocks squeeze off of 8 to 10%. So we have plenty of short interest for a short squeeze, and this is how you know if the play is dried up or if there's a potential for a short squeeze or not. With all of this data in the background that you guys can see with the FTDs, with the cost of borrow rate, with the strange behavior in the options chains, that's how you guys can know this is a potential short squeeze play, and that is how nobody can tell you that there is no MOAS. How can there be no MOAS when the data says there is? And if you just follow the data and don't follow emotions, that is how you stay on the right path. So if we look at AMC, we have the call options chain. So if we go ahead and go to the options chain, we can see that again, if we get above that $5 to $6 level, we have a clear gamma ramp up to like 10, maybe even, let's see, so right now $10. And normally the option chain is always something apparent on AMC. It's always something relevant because there's normally a lot of gamma locked up in the options chain when you look at it. So we have about 90,000 calls at 11. So yes, it could easily give us a gamma ramp to the upside if we can get above that $5 to $6 level, with market makers hedging and everyone buying stock out of the open market to try to catch up to the price rising. So that is how a gamma squeeze can easily happen, and it can always happen in AMC. Normally, if you look at the options chain, we are set up for one if the right price action occurs. So guys, that is what I'm looking at for AMC. So as you guys can see, the data is there to prove the short squeeze is here. You can see the TA with my price predictions. I think we are going to end this week around, let's see, the $6 range for a possible high, $5 or $4 range for the possible low. I think we're about to move up into like the $5.50 range here tomorrow or the next day. So from tomorrow or Friday, I think we're going to move into that range for AMC, and that is my prediction as of now for the rest of the week. But guys, that is the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
All right, guys, that was the video. Thank you for everyone who watches to the end. I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. And remember, you can check me out on Discord and Twitter, absolutely free, link down below. So hopefully you found this video informative. I know I did. And remember, always follow the data, don't follow emotion, and that's how you stay on the right track. As always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.